take the hit. You hold it. And when you finally let it go, the whole room seems to breathe out with you. Everything except one small part of you, somewhere in the back, that doesn't loosen at all. You don't notice that part yet. Not for a while. For now, everything just goes soft. The edges of the furniture start to melt. The lamp in the corner spills light past where it's supposed to stop. And for one perfect second, nothing anywhere is asking anything of you. You sink into the couch, and the couch seems to say a single word. Stay. So you do. You glance at the clock just to check the time. The second hand is climbing toward the 12, and you watch it, and you wait for the tick, and it never comes. The hand just hangs there, trembling, like it forgot how to move. You blink. You look again. It hasn't budged. How long were your eyes shut just now? A second or an hour? Time isn't broken. Time is just taking its time. You go to reach for your drink. Easy. You've done it 10,000 times. But somewhere between deciding and doing, the signal drops. Your arm weighs about as much as the couch it's lying on. Your fingers feel like a rumor somebody told you once. The glass sits there, an arm's length away. And an arm's length, it turns out, is impossibly far. You'll get it later. You'll get it in a while. And that is when you notice the shadows. Everybody knows the rule. A shadow falls away from the light. The chair obeys it. The plant obeys it. But there's one shadow, over against the wall, leaning the wrong way, leaning toward you. And the second you catch that one, you catch all of them. Every shadow in the place slowly turning, like 100 clock hands finding the same hour, until every single one is pointed straight at you. Not near you. Not around you. At you. Then from behind the couch, a sound. Not a bang. Not footsteps. Just the sound of weight. The soft, patient sound of something that had been standing very still, choosing to sit down, and the cushion right beside you sinks. Slow. Deliberate. Exactly the way it would if a second body had lowered itself down next to yours. You don't turn your head. Some old animal instinct already knows the rule, the one you learned as a kid in a dark bedroom. If you don't look at it, it isn't real. So you sit dead still and wait for it to lose interest and go. But it doesn't go. The dip in the cushion stays exactly where it is. Waiting. Patient. Daring you to look. So you look. Slower than you have ever moved in your life, you turn your head and you make yourself see. There is nothing there. The cushion is flat. The seat is empty. Of course it's empty. A laugh slips out of you, warm and a little embarrassed. It was in your head. It was only ever in your head, except on the wall, thrown long in the lamplight, is your own shadow. And your shadow did not turn when you did. It's still sitting upright, still facing out into the room, still watching every door, every corner, every dark shape. You were too far gone to keep an eye on yourself. And you remember that small part of you, way in the back, the one that never loosened when everything else did. There it is. That's where it went. The entire time you were sinking and drifting and losing the thread of the night, some piece of you stayed upright, stayed sober, stayed awake at the wheel. The thing you were so afraid of this whole time was you. The part of you that never clocks out. Those shadows weren't closing in on you. They were being watched by the one piece of you still standing guard. That weight beside you was never a stranger. It was the sentry that sits up with you when you can't sit up on your own. It only ever felt like something was watching you. The truth is, you were being watched over. And slowly, the room lifts, one shade brighter. One by one, the shadows ease back to where they belong, and your own shadow, last of all, finally turns and leans back beside you, easy now, like it's finally allowed to rest. So here's the quiet thing underneath all of it. When you go under, something in you always stays behind to keep the light on. It watches. It waits. It keeps you here. So the next time a room feels a little too full, maybe it isn't something coming for you. Maybe it's just proof that even at your most gone, you were never actually alone in there. You never are.